nuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah, coconut shells. Oh yeah. June is the blue. If it's nowhere to be found. Yeah, those June can never be returned. It's not in gravity. Nigga, see you can see it's on. Your seed meets green. June is the bird. If you got the match, got it trace. You can but when it's all cracks. Wow, no pin. You can touch the world on it. Wow, the only June that you can remember is in the hub. The hub that's got the same enemy. To find out what's need the cover up. The one can speak without the truth. So let's get together, see what we can cover. One that defines your world if you choose it out. One that represents shall lead us to your way through this world. Peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah!
Okay. There it is. Very good. The hell? My recommended is literally nothing but weird Shadow World remixes now. Very good. Oh, is the Sephiroth thing on? The thing for Smash? It seems to be. Interesting. I'll watch it later, that's fine. Time for some more Weeb game though. Very good. Let's load it up. We good? We good. Nice. How are you, Joel? Hope you're well. Not bad, nice. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Before I came on, I playing some Strange Brigade with Callum. Pretty alright, pretty fun. It's sort of like zombie, like a sniper elite game. Except you're fighting weird mummy people. Very good. I'll get it if on sale. It's pretty fun. It's one of those things you can sort of zone out and do, to be honest. I wouldn't recommend getting it for like more than like, I think me and Callum got it dirt cheap for like £4 or something. I wouldn't recommend getting it for more than that. Anyway, a lot of stuff happened last time. For the sake of spoilers, I'm not going to say what. You know what, I'm not going to even say anything. Some stuff happened. The game could have ended many times. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm terrified, Joel. So let's see what happens. We'll soon see why. Okay. Right. It's the evening. Can we do anything today? I don't actually know. I'm in the hospital ward. Okay, alright. The return. Here he is.
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
It has. It's been... What these guys exist. I know we've got... The, yeah. We've got the duo. We've got the female equivalent of a MyChem member. We've got Margaret, who legit looks like a Fire Emblem character. And we've got Mr. Burns and Gru crossover, man. We have seen them recently, but
You are fast asleep in the real world.
First time they've been relevant in the plot for a while.
I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far.
It has indeed.
Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
Sorry, I just got a notification through Steam there. I don't actually think it came up. Oh, it didn't. Weird. Sorry, I'm making it so that stuff doesn't come up. Okay, achievement should be the only thing that come up again now. I don't think it came up on Streamlabs though. Weird. I haven't got it set to like game capture, it's window capture. I don't know why it didn't come up. Sure.
Splendid.
Can we solve it? Yes, we can. Yes, indeed.
The precise destination of
I
this
bet it
vehicle,
was...
that too is getting rather hard to judge.
You're a weird man, Igor.
If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
He's got real fucking, like, drug abuser eyes, hasn't he?
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight.
How long do you think he's been awake for?
Margaret?
We doing a YouTube rewind? Here we go.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
It's weird nurse TM. Don't think he's slept since Persona 1. Honestly, after a game like that, probably cursed, scarred. The thing is though, that game must have been somewhat decent for them to make more than one Avengers Endgame moment. I don't know. I'm probably going to end up not hating 1 even. All the past characters coming back, that's it. They've been unclicked.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Oh. The car. Fog. Stop moving. Oh.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently.
This river is wild.
Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart.
Does it? I didn't realise I was going for a I'm blue double D double die kind of job, but fair play.
Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Oh. Igor coming in with the truth though. Someone's at the door, bro. It's the delivery man. He's gonna get us again.
Teddy's missing.
Oh no. Eddie's missing. To be fair, potentially redeeming himself? Question mark.
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I don't want to. I'm not really worried, but I don't want to say that one.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weirdly.
I'm joking. He's okay.
Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other
I'm
side.
worried sick. Nice job.
We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Juness?
Sure beans. Sure beans? Cool beans. Beans help. Let's go look for him. Help all the beans. Eddie took my beans. Well, look at that jacket Kenji's wearing.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
I'm liking the new look, Kanji. That's fucking cool.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there.
Yellow
Fog's
underneath
so dense,
too.
it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
Okay, so this is gonna be another point where we have to potentially make choices again, though. I'm sensing a little bit of that. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm calling it too early. These don't matter. Interesting. I was implying we need to spend some time contemplating about stuff, so I kind of agree with that as well, instead of just jumping to conclusions.
I guess that's all we can do right now.
So let's do that.
He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case.
Stuff yesterday was the only time it happens like that. Interesting, okay.
It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death?
I think that's sort of what's been implied a few times. I think that's sort of... I think the thing that I keep thinking might happen is that there's some weird dark thing about people die anyway in this guy's mind. And for some reason he's been warned that something's going to happen. And because of that he's just trying to kill them off so they don't have to suffer. Maybe. But I don't know exactly if that's the thing. I don't know. It's something to do with... There has to be a handover point between the weird delusional lad in the hospital and his weird shadow self that's saving people, supposedly. But both of them must have different motives, is what I'm thinking. Is one of them's convinced the other one that something's right, basically. I think maybe is what's happened. I don't know.
He did
But
call
yeah.
himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
It has to be something else. I think he's... It's not just going to be something stupid like he's a schizophrenic guy. I hope that's not what it is. Or he's got some kind of like multiple personality thing in the real world that's affecting the spirit world or something. I think there's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
He was acting too weird. He would have been all over it
There's something I've been wondering about for
if
a
he
while.
was like that.
When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too."
That's a very good point. I didn't think about that till now. Saved. Maybe it's a thing about trying to get people to come to terms with their real selves. I think actually I mentioned it in a previous stream as a potential theory, but maybe it's like a thing of like you need to be able to confront both sides of yourself, otherwise what's the point of living or some shit? Which is very fucked if that is the case. It's dark, but
So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too?
well, that's the thing. I don't know why these guys are still counted as saved is the problem.
Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
Oh, I don't know. It has to be some kind of moral quandary.
You
Right.
raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense.
Exactly, because you guys didn't die.
And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Nanako didn't come to terms with any kind of internal grief, though, I don't think. I think that might be why. We got to him basically as he was like... We were dealing with Shadow him, not Shadow Nanako. Which is...
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them
Maybe I'm
inside
trying to
the
think too
TV.
much into it. Maybe it's a lot more sort of like literal than I'm trying to make it out to be. I think I'm thinking in my head it's something quite sort of like... There's some kind of like philosophical thing behind it, but maybe I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking into it too much.
Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai in that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
Sorry, what that first bit said. More than one person. It could be another person as well. Hey Ben, how you doing? I'm sorry, I saw you were streaming earlier, man. I did mean to pop by, but how was Apex? Weird theory. What if his wife didn't actually... No, they found a body, didn't they? What actually happens... This choice was today? Yeah, I assume not. The warning letter's a very good point. It has to be something along the lines of... He doesn't necessarily want to do this to people, but maybe it's the only way to stop the fog coming is to sacrifice people to begin with. Maybe that's a thing. Because... Because Nanako... When Nanako died... Didn't it get a bit better? Is there some, like, moral, awful thing about... Someone almost has to die in order for it to not... Why the TV, though? That's the thing I'm trying to figure out, is why pick the people on TV? Is it a thing about fame? I don't know. This is all speculation, by the way. I don't want answers. I'm just sort of speaking aloud and trying to openly discuss my thought process on what's happening. I think the warning letter's a good call, because I don't think he would have wanted us to... I don't know.
Warning letter? Oh yeah! Whatever happened to that thing?
Did terribly in the special event. What's the special event for Apex? Wasn't aware they did one. Dream Evil Within later. Nice.
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
Don't rescue anymore. I think one of them is probably from him, and the other one is probably like... Oh, I don't know. I'm either missing something very, very obvious. I could potentially be overthinking it, or it's just not very clear to begin with. The irony is killing me right now.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, don't rescue or kill?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like, I'll put in and kill?
Yeah, that's one thing. It has to be an accomplice. The shadow version of him has to be the one doing the murders. But the accomplice must have to be the other him. It's more the motive for him to do it to begin with, other than the wife thing. Or the affair thing. That's the thing I'm really struggling with.
Hey, could this mean...
The letter wasn't for me. Or maybe there is another person involved. I'm just trying to think. Maybe Teddy is involved. But no, I don't think Teddy's involved. Maybe, yeah, we go with this.
Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
Someone else knew.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right?
I think it has to be a split. Maybe, I don't know. I don't see... I honestly cannot see from my... Oh my lord, hang on. Weird theory. Is it actually... the... Okay. We were memeing about the teacher and the other girl ages ago. It probably isn't before anyone says anything. But... didn't someone hint ages ago that there are good accomplices? Weird theory here. But maybe they're involved. Maybe they're the ones helping out. I don't know. Monka S. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure someone did say at some point they're very good accomplices or they're a good team. And then for them to... They're very minor characters considering what happened. Also... okay. No, it's
someone
probably
else
nothing to do with that.
That could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So, Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died.
Oh.
If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
It's Dojima.
Someone else?
No.
It wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet.
Good thing we didn't fucking kill him then, Yosuke, you psychopath.
We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
Yosuke sucks. I know. He is my least favourite person in like the little posse. Gotta say. I liked him a lot at the beginning, but now we've had much better characters since. So, and some other characters have developed quite nicely, so they're just better. Yosuke just seems like very default. Dojima's the killer confirmed. Yep, definitely. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking where this is going. I forgot we had a whole other new arc going with that.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
The worst sidekick character, yeah, I agree.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Who could it be? That's the other problem I've got now, is I genuinely don't know. It doesn't help me because
this place is off limits.
I had no suspects beforehand, and then it turned out to be a delivery man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really have much to go off other than it was the other version of him. I don't think the teacher and the other person would be involved. It's the only other thing I can think of though that's like even slightly sus, apart from Teddy. I don't think any of the party members would be. Unless they do a flip and suddenly it turns out Yosuke was it because... No, because Yosuke, we fought a different version of Yosuke. Return of the King. Oh yeah, here he is, the best character, policeman on guard. The Return of the King, there he is.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane.
Where is Krusty PNG?
Ah, understood.
Oh my god.
I see.
Joel's figured it out. It's Krusty PNG, man. Oh my god. Okay. New theory. People late at night do their teleshopping on a Sunday. He abducts them when they're watching his program. It was Krusty PNG all along. He's on the TV. That's should we never see him in person. He's communicating with the other side. It makes sense.
Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get
You look
anything
really
coherent
tall
out of
here.
the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Excuse me?
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby after all.
How convenient.
It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Yeah, I know, right? What's the problem? Is Kanji in a dress again? Never mind.
Wow.
He's the worst policeman on guard ever. I know.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right, and now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Did we need everyone here for this? This is the one thing I am confused by, chat. Why does everyone have to be present at all times? It really is Scooby-Doo. It is weird. Isn't that... It sort of defeats the point of the
Namatame-san,
meeting spot,
There's
no?
something we'd like to ask you.
Good luck following this part, okay. I won't be
It's
reading
tempting
chat
to
for the
think
rest of
that
the...
you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are, but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
Interesting, okay. Do I start with that?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed.
Okay.
That's why I put them in there.
I think he's unaware of the other side, okay. The shadow versions of people do tend to be, like, opposite to an extent. So maybe that's what that is. Oh, okay, it's... Okay, we're not given, like, a set...
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Huh? Me?
Oh. Interesting, okay. But... I'm looking at chat again now. You guys having a rave? Right. Okay, that's weird. I wasn't expecting that at all. Didn't we... Before Yukiko even left though, there was something in the TV. We went there before Yukiko was taken, right? There was that weird room with the posters that were all cut up and the blood. So... okay. Whose room is it? I don't know. It looked like it was the Amagi Inn. Maybe, but I don't think it was. Then again, I don't know. It had that sort of like... It probably wasn't. Let's be real. Maybe I remember... I don't know if it's a safe call or not, but Joel did tell me that at one point Yukiko was written to be the killer. But I think that must have been changed, because I don't think Joel would have told me that if that was still the case. Or I think you did tell me it was changed. Is that fact, Joel? But Joel might not be willing to say anymore. Yeah, that was way back in development. They did that, okay. So we know, I'm pretty sure party members generally are safe. I don't think any of them would do it. Maybe Teddy? Teddy's the only one I'm kind of questioning. The rest of them I don't know.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far.
So who are the others on TV? There was his wife. The reporter. Sorry, the reporter I should probably say, just to specify. And then there was... whatever Yosuke's love interest was. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, that's an interesting angle. I wasn't expecting this. I'm liking this. I was kind of worried that it would have just been... this guy did it. All of this... this is making up for the boss fight already. I'm gonna be honest. All of this is making up for the boss fight. I like the bait and switch. Yeah. This has redeemed it for me.
After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
This is the bit I really don't know.
Indulge us in a few more questions.
We'll build up to who killed the first two.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so he didn't write the letters.
I didn't know.
You think maybe he was... Something tells me that he found the Midnight Channel by mistake. Well, no, he found the Midnight Channel, found out the stuff about the Midnight Channel. How did he find out about the TV stuff to begin with? Was he pushed? I don't know, maybe I might be overthinking that element.
I never thought it would be that kind of place.
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
As I thought.
Poor guy. Well.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
This all makes a lot more sense.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you.
Part of me, when Joel says the anticipation, man, part of me was expecting him just to randomly point at who killed the first two. I was expecting to point at someone in the room. I don't know why, I just sort of had a sudden feeling of like, oh shit.
We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first.
No, you blamed him for everything.
But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please. Tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Going into the Yosuke angle though, Yosuke was very keen to get rid of him. That's all I'm gonna say. Yosuke works at Junes. He technically has the portal in his store. Yosuke could be it. Same. You truly suspecting him? I don't want to say no, but at the same time it's like, sorry, I don't want to say yes. But at the same time, there's like none of them. Most of the party members that we've had have little to nothing to do with like a lot of what's happened. We're a transfer student. Chie and Yukiko were like friends, and I don't think either of them knew anything about what had happened, you know. Naoto also was a transfer, but she was a detective or something. Rise transferred over because she was an idol, and Kanji just sort of kept to himself. I don't think Kanji was particularly anything. I don't know. He sort of like played out that he was hard, but he wasn't really, or something. That's the thing. That's the point where I'm like, I don't think it can be Yosuke because I don't see why he'd killed Saki, but maybe an argument. All I'm saying is Yosuke's the only one. I also know we fought Yosuke's like quote unquote evil thing in the piss dimension, but he's got the TV at Junes. The whole act that he tried to put on last stream alone made me very sus. Maybe I'm overthinking this too, but I don't know. Also, Teddy could be in on it if it is Yosuke. Maybe. Again, I don't know. The game is making you... I know, the game's... I'm getting the proper Among Us vibe of like... Shit, everyone's sus now. Maybe it's a silent protagonist. I mean... wow, I went full Sean Connery at the end there. I mean... yeah, I mean, we made that joke. It could be Shadow Us, right? I'd be very weirded out if that was the case. I don't think it is. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing.
Alright.
Yosuke is not exactly off my list of people that could be likely though.
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection.
That's right, yeah, okay.
And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help.
Is this gonna be where the TV version of her is somehow... maybe... They found her body though.
Mayumi?
This is where he gets dragged in, I'm gonna guess.
When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane.
It is similar, Joel.
In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead.
Okay. Okay.
Not just that, but it had happened in my hometown. I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was
Okay,
alive,
this makes more sense.
she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend.
Surely this happened to loads of people though. 'Cause this was such a widespread rumour. Everyone in the school knew about it. Like...
But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body.
Okay, so we figured out the sort of TV connection.
And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did.
Or like the news connection, I guess.
So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
Oh damn, real callback time.
After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful.
been ages since we've seen her, Jesus.
But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead.
That was probably the shadows and stuff.
I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you.
It really is the reminiscing stream,
She'll
eh?
be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her.
Anything but safe. Yeah, that's the thing. Hello, by the way, Cameronian, sorry.
It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people?
Well, that's whenever we're in a dungeon, Ben, that's more or less what's on the other side. Yeah, the monsters eat you, basically. You could have checked first. I guess so, but it's new to him, right? And he's quite sort of broken generally, so his thought process is pretty irrational as it is.
But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
That's
You
what
referred
caused
to
the shadow
Namako-chan, correct?
version, okay.
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how
That's
terrible
true,
that
to be
world
fair.
was.
Nothing was publicly announced about. Yeah, I don't know. If he thought he was saving them and then they just came back, then... Yeah, I don't know. Some of the reasoning's a bit odd, but...
You couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
It's plausible.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Hey, I was gonna say, I vaguely remember someone being very sus at that concert.
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
Hmm.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power.
I do kind of feel bad for him.
I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be.
That's somewhat poetic in and of itself, but...
I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
Still unforgivable. I think the motive is good enough. I mean, it's a bit weird, but now he's justified it and we actually know what he was trying to do. I mean, at the end of the day, like, 2 people did die, but it sounded like it wasn't his doing. And in reality, we've managed to save all of the people that were potentially at liberty of being killed because of him. So I don't think it's particularly, like, although it made work for us, I don't think it's particularly fair then suddenly tell him it's still unforgivable. I think it's just good to move on.
I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that.
Well, at least you're taking responsibility for your actions, I'll give you that.
I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime, and on top of
Yeah,
that,
to be
I put
fair,
all those lives in danger.
You weren't exactly in the clear for, you know, illegal activity.
I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
Yosuke would have fucking killed you, but alright.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
Yeah, this is what I was hinting at, is that he was unaware of the correlation. He thought he was the one doing the good, not us.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies.
That
We'll
was
be leaving now.
interesting. That was good.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
This guy's just listening into all of this, like, lol, what?
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Damn. So we're probably not going to speak to him again. At all. Maybe a little bit, but not
Monica-chan
much.
looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
He's man on guard. Better become a team member, I agree.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
You could say that about this playthrough.
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
It really has been like, it hasn't been 6 months, but it's been like 5 and a bit. We started this, what, July, I want to say? I don't know how far into July we started it, but it was like, it was around July we started this, I'm pretty sure. It'll probably be on the VOD channel somewhere, the date and whatever. I can't remember, I don't think the VODs are here on Twitch anymore. Oh, well, that was a lot of information at once. That was good though. I like that twist. That was really good. I genuinely wasn't expecting that. Good. Game, well done. You've redeemed yourself. Very good. I was very worried that it was going to be he did it. And that was the be-all end-all. And it was going to be something to do with, like... I was worried his motive would have been very bad. But I'm glad to find out that... Granted, the actual killer could be someone really stupid and I might hate it. But I'm glad to hear there's, like... We were so convinced on the idea that there couldn't have been... more than 2 people involved. Because we already knew that Fishboy did a mimic murder. So once he was out the way, we sort of assumed there was only one person left. When in reality, of course, that's not the case. There was actually potentially 2 more people. We don't even know. It could be more than one. 13th of July. So yeah, 5 months-ish, a bit over 5 months. This is your favorite day in the game. Alright, hype time. Oh, we can actually go and do shit though. Is everyone gonna be dead? I did sort of say this very early in the game about Yosuke, not Yosuke, but about Junes as a whole. Country of Junes. I don't know how linked what that guy said is. How linked what that guy just said is, but it's very much a thing of this is quite a rural place, and it could be an element of times changing and everything becoming more modernized, and stuff like Junes, for example, was taking out the the rival businesses and stuff like that. Junes theme with Junes theme on loop 24/7. Just imagine. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that little detail. Hey Yosuke, how you doing? Let's ask around. Okay. Weird. Okay, so people seem to be they're either forgetting about it or trying to. Well, I don't know. We've spoken to 2 people so far. Adolf Junes, that's it. You can ask them both questions. Don't need the one to start with, so no, don't worry, it's fine. This is weird. Okay, so the general impression is people don't care about the murders. People think it's all been concluded. Is the fog kind of symbolic of that? That everyone's sort of shrouded in, like... everything's hazed? Town of Inaba as a whole, the whole case has been hazed. don't know what you're gonna think of this. We'll find anyone that still remembers me. Yeesh, that's a little bit 2020. War never changes. And nuke goes off in a minute. Ink Spot starts playing. I don't want to set the world on fire, etc. That's the one. Okay. Can we talk to the old guy? He seems like... stay and listen. Am I in a loop now? Shit, I picked up a quest accidentally. No other suspicious individuals, huh? You're trying to catch bugs with your hands, are? You say he lost his net somewhere. Is that something we can actually do? I do love the ambient sort of like sounds they got going on for this bit. It's really fucking good. Might be able to ask the second question now. Okay. Got the Fallout Boy. Thanks for the memories, sir. Okay, he doesn't know nothing. I don't think that guy gave us anything anyway. Also go to Junes and the floodplain. I'll do that in a second. I'll clear it by I'll clear it by location. Just so I don't have to backtrack anywhere. It turns out if we didn't do this Cole quest earlier in the game, he would have just told us who the killer was. But alas, we didn't do it. So now we got to figure it out the hard way. Rugged looking fellows, eh? Run your answers or not. Wow, this fucking guy. Okay, alright. I don't think the two kids at the shrine could give us anything. So we can do stuff at the floodplains, you say, and at Junez. Okay, let's do that. Go to Junez first, then we'll do the floodplains. There's not much to do at the Junez one anyway, so... Okay. Sorry, I can't help you. Okay. We've already spoken to her friend. Anyone else over here? I assume we shouldn't even bother talking to the people with... I don't know. All of them seem to just give... Yeah, most of them are just giving me quests. Kind man. All I remember is that something happened. Okay. Okay. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Did you forget as well, Joel? Did the fog get you too? It didn't say we maxed out finding this information though. Okay, you're done. It said we maxed out the information about the stuff last spring, but suspicious people, it didn't say anything. Or maybe that's just completely wrapped. I thought we talked to everyone about it, but... maybe the game wanted me to approach it in this order. Because if you go to Junez, it says one of my friends can give you more information. I assume that's you. Here we go, this is probably it. Sorry, wait, okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, that's how we do it. It's okay. Kind of odd it makes you do that in that order, but... Meat dimension time indeed.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Oh, now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much. So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
Gang moves. Indeed. Yeah, no new information. That's
Police
sounds
had
about right.
an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
By fresh air, you mean fog TM? Fog air, yeah. Time to go for a smoking break.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it. What's the matter?
Okay. I'm kind of... yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, genuinely. I feel like it either has to be someone that, like, we've met once, or it's somebody we've known for a while, or have heard about. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. Okay. I'm gonna rack in my brain who it's... It's Yosuke. It's your parent. Oh no. Oh, imagine. To be fair, that'd be hysterical. No, I'd find it funny as fuck. If yeah, I'd find it so fucking funny. It turned out to be something dumb like your parents. I could be Yosuke. I'm just saying. They wanted to skate you back home. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love that. That'd be so funny. It's Chie, most definitely. I don't think it could be Chie. You got a list of every main character, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down character by character. I kind of like the weird Yosuke theory I have, where nobody... Initially, people are getting uppity about the fact that Junez is taking over. He's coincidentally running Junez. Okay, got ya. He's annoying. Chie couldn't have... I don't think Chie could have done it, personally. Anyway, Yosuke, he's a possible. He's a maybe. Chie is probably no. I don't think there's... We don't really know enough about her, apart from the fact she likes meat and, like, weird, like, kung fu films. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think it can be a party member, though. I know we've already talked about this. I don't think it can be a party member. But the Yosuke theory is still funny to me. Yukiko, I think, is just a guaranteed no. Teddy's a maybe, but I'd be very surprised if they made Teddy to be the... Okay. Kanji's definitely a no, I think. Rize and Naoto transferred over here, and I don't see what their motives would have been to begin with. Yeah, Kanji just seems too weird and out there. Nanako is no. Adachi's no. Dejima, I don't think it could be Dejima. I don't think it's him. I think his case is pretty solid unless he turns out to be a schizophrenic. Quit while you're ahead, big bro? Oh no. I'm gonna be. You might have to remind me who some of these people are, chat. So that was the reporter. That was Taki. Yeah, two of the dead people. Well, the shadow versions of them might still be a thing. I don't know. I don't know how the piss dimension works if they die. Or Mr. Overbite. Yeah, I don't think he can be involved. Okay, you're gonna who is Kubo? Remind me. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Fish-eyed kid, got ya. I don't think he could. I think he's basically ruled out. He's already in prison. I'm fucking terrible with names, chat. Who are these people? Okay, okay, right, got ya, thank you. He's the teacher. It has to be the teacher. Okay, got ya. I still like my theory on these two are a little double act. But I don't see the motive behind it. That's Bish. I don't think Bish is Bish is such a minor character. It's not even worth bringing up. The more choices than I remember. I don't. These are the two sports lads. I'm pretty sure, right? I don't think either of them are even noteworthy. Yeah. That's the music Bish. And then Yumi we didn't even speak to, right? Yumi. Yeah, we didn't even do the drama, we did music, so Yumi's basically non-existent. Fucking Shu. It has to be Shu. Guaranteed, it's Shu. Big boy Shu. Has to be Shu, man. No way. No, I agree. 100% Shu. Can't be poor Shu. He's pretty, I don't know, he's a bit too bony to do anything, really, isn't he? And that's Devil Nurse. Yeah. I don't think it could be Devil Nurse. Okay, so with that list we've got, it's Adachi. No, it's we have 3 attempts, did you say, Joel? We have 3 attempts. Otherwise bad ending. Okay, what we'll do, I think because I don't want to have to reload God knows how much content, I will guess 2 on my own. But if we get to the point where it looks like I'm going in the wrong direction, for the third choice, because I don't really want to have to restart for a bad ending. At that point, I will get you guys to tell me. Does that sound fair? I think that's fair, right? I'll have 2 on my own, and then chat. You can tell me. Only for third choice, yeah. So for the be-all end-all choice, for the one to make sure I can keep going without getting a bad ending, then you can tell me. Okay, cool. Right. I don't think it's anyone on the first page just yet. I'll leave Teddy for now. I don't think it can be any of the main party people, though. The Yosuke theory's fun, but I don't think it can be Yosuke. There's too much to imply that. Yeah, why would he kill Saki is the sort of thing I'm trying to think is a big one. I don't think it can be Dojima. Trying to hit, yeah. Dojima did seem pretty hell-bent on getting him, but then again, it's because Nanako was taken, which is understandable. Adachi's too... No. Bless him, but it can't be Adachi. I don't think it can be Namatame. Some of these people are dead, but... Yeah, no, I don't think it can be any of them. I'm gonna be honest, after seeing that list chat, I kind of do want to say the teacher and Hanako. That or the singer? Okay, first one we're gonna go with the teacher. Because she was the one that then instantly replaced King Moron, is all I will say. And they make a good little double act. Okay. So that's a no. It was a good shot, Dave, it was. My theory was okay, but I don't think it was that solid. I'm willing to accept that. Yeah. Yeah, Ben's been very in and out of this. You okay if I call you Cam, by the way? Is that chill? I can call you Camrinian if you want. Yeah, it's fine, alright, cool.
I love my job.
Thank you for the follow as well, Cam. Oh. Okay, I'm trying to rack my brain here. Oh, look at me. It's either going to annoy me, yeah, Munkahum indeed. Munkahum. Oh, Joel, thank you. You didn't have to sub, dude. But thank you. Oh, you're using your Prime again, I see. Okay, I think Hanako is too weird. Without it being the teacher, I think Hanako on her own is too weird. As like a pick, so I'm gonna ditch that for now. My second pick is actually gonna be the singer. Because she's the only one we know literally fuck all about. And I feel like there could be something there, but she might have rightfully knew somehow. And was able to like manipulate him maybe. To figure out what he was gonna do in the long run. I don't know, maybe that's weird logic. What are my other options? Let's go back through these. I think the rest of these are too stupid. I honestly don't think it can be any of these. The sports lads do fucking nothing. Bish is too much of the Bish. We haven't even met Drama Girl, and Music Bish is too small. Well, not that means anything, but I'd be very surprised if it was Music Bish. And these two characters are so minor it hurts. I think I'd be upset if it was either of those two. It's just you who is studying to kill. Okay, I think... Yeah, I'm gonna go with the singer, because I don't think... Unless I'm overthinking, or, underestimating, like, the motive behind the Jima or Adachi. I think, which I don't think I am, I think it's likely... I'm gonna go with the singer. Airtight alibi. Well, I mean, that's how the killer thing was brought to us, though, Cam, right? Like, in reality, we'd never met this character before until we were confronted with him, like, abducting Nanako. It's what I was thinking. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, that character sort of came out of nowhere as, like, a suspect. Are you ready, Dave? Okay. She can't be the suspect. Hit me, chat. Who is it? Hit me. Is it Teddy? Really? No way. No. How do I feel about that? I feel betrayed. You really? Okay. I like it. I like the angle. Why Adachi? I'm genuinely curious. There's the area well, that's true. I guess that could be a good standpoint for the murders, because, like, he'd seem like the least likely suspect as he works for the police. I guess that's a good kind of way to throw it. Exactly, there's no exact reason to doubt him. That's the thing I'm sure it will fall into place, but...
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi.
Yeah, that's a good point. It was always by accident, quote unquote. But I was assuming that was just typical, like, goofy sidekick. But maybe that was his whole act. Maybe the game made it out for him to be that character intentionally. As opposed to, like, trying to feel like a character arc. That's interesting. Fair enough.
A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is.
Also, he was playing up massively, throwing up at the scene right at the beginning of the game. I remember that now. He was making a big deal out of it. Try and act like he wasn't in on it. Okay.
And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible.
I need to know a motive, but that's an interest. I like this. This is good.
But we're talking about Adachi here, right?
Yeah, I like this. I'm
I mean,
kind of.
really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi,
There's literally a YouTube video called Inside an Edgelord Adachi. I'm glad you didn't see it. I did see, I assumed it was a meme, but in the recommended today while we were listening to Walnuts Peanuts just as the stream was starting, one of the recommended videos was something about Adachi. I don't think it was anything spoilery, I think it was probably just a meme version of like one of the songs with Adachi sound. But, you know, I didn't think of anything of it. But, okay, interesting. I kind of like that Adachi's like, there's more than meets the eye of that. That's cool. I would have never guessed him in a million, to be honest. I think it sounds a bit shameful, but I think I would have actually resorted back to Teddy or Yosuke before I resorted to Adachi.
I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
As I say, I've got my own weird theories for it, but yeah.
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
Yeah, I would have caught that L indeed.
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Okay. What does Adachi know?
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
That would have been useful to know.
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Well, yeah, thanks for keeping that away. I know. That would have been useful to know that Adachi was there.
I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. But I thought,
sorry.
you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case. I found out this afternoon.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body. I heard it was because there was so little
I just skipped a whole bunch of dialogue there, chat. I'm still getting over the fact that it's Adachi. I'm genuinely in shock.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places.
Yeah.
And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
But why?
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
Do like a playthrough with other people, Ben. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Are we gonna find that Adachi's not even like... No, maybe I am overthinking it now. Maybe I am overthinking it now. I was gonna say, is he still gonna be like an accomplice? I still can't believe he's the head honcho. I think that's the biggest problem for me. He's so like... I know it's an act for sure, but like... I just can't picture it. I guess that makes a good killer, I suppose.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah.
Adachi was the one that got him into this hospital though, no? Was all of that intentional? Initially, at least, maybe?
I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
You think? Interesting.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me.
Might have intended to, yeah. Sort of like a bit of bait there to get rid of him, yeah.
His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job.
Are you though?
You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back. Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked...
Oh fuck.
Was that all you wanted to ask?
Sorry,
Well, I hope it helped.
Genuinely
But she didn't know
misclicking a
much
lot
about
today.
it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
Imagine misclicking in a in a fucking visual novel chat. Do we hit him with the warning letter? I feel like we do.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for?
Here we go.
For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report it.
He's bad. He's very bad at keeping his act up. We haven't seen him in this kind of situation before. He's not very good at sort of maintaining composure or anything like that.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
Is it you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, to be fair, if you're being approached by like the knockoff Scooby-Doo squad at whatever time in the evening it is, and just questioned, I would be a little bit like monk-esque too.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
Yeah, it's very, very mystery gang. I agree.
What? That's ridiculous! We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in!
What did you just say?
Put them all in.
Aha. Busted.
What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders?
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me.
Pepe laugh indeed.
Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case.
That's true.
You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days.
Guacamole.
Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy!
Wait, you son of a bitch!
Here we go. Troy Baker's gonna kill a man. Let's watch.
Adachi!
Oh no.
Damn it! Adachi!
I'm just glad it isn't Dojima. I got very worried for a moment that somehow it would be Dojima. I thought I might end up getting very annoyed. I don't know why.
What the? I swear he ran this way! Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
I wonder where he went.
Did you find him?
I wonder where he went. What's center screen? I wonder where he went. Are we going to show Dojima the power of going through the TV?
Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this area.
Yeah, the letter is like... I think he was just trying to like... Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, Cam. That's right.
So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
That bastard.
Dojima-san?
Uh-oh.
For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
He's gonna be put in prison solitary.
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
Never mind, he's not gonna see the TV. The TV antics that go on. Hopeful that we get
He hasn't left this
party
ward yet?
member
I don't think he
Dojima
would,
for a moment.
But could he have?
Yeah, he definitely went in.
I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Party member injured Dojima. He does the Smash Bros. Brawl thing where he trips over. After every other attack, he just falls over for like a turn. Ooh. How are we doing for time? We are over by... Fake choice? Oh, okay.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead.
That's true. We should use the Junes one that is safer. That is also a very good point. Fair play.
Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
I've just had a really weird thought. No, it's too weird. I'm not going to say it. It was going to be about Adachi. You should say it. Okay. Teddy was in that world just by default, right? Teddy isn't in some way, like, connected to Adachi, is he? I don't know, maybe I am overthinking that. No, I don't suspect Teddy at all. I'm thinking Teddy might be, like, the good side of him or something. Or, like, some weird good side counter-product. I don't know. Maybe I'm just giving too much... a fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, alright? Shush. Fine. See? That's true. Very, yeah, fair play. I don't know. I just thought, like... I thought... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of where the fuck Teddy is my other point, though. Wait, it might have something to do with why Teddy's not here. I don't know. Anyway, right. Wow, walking into phone is difficult apparently. Right, I'm gonna call it here. We're gonna stream again tomorrow. Play a lot more Persona. Cuff everybody. Oh yeah. To be fair, it's getting to that point. Good stuff. I would never ever have suspected Adachi, I'm gonna be honest. He's in the tier of characters where it's like he's minor enough for it to just blow over completely, and I just never consider it to be him. You know, it's that kind of level, but holy crap. Good times. Tomorrow we will continue the search. We'll probably go into the piss dimension as per. Thank you Joel, as always, for hanging around, and the sub. Thank you Cam. Thank you Ben. Thank you anyone that lurked, of course. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for some Persona. See you in a bit. Bye bye.